Good day, everyone. I am Desa Joyce Granada.
I am Jessa Bacalso.
And I am Jennifer Ibanez.
Today, we're going to discuss on how to design a premise for food service industry observing proper hygiene and sanitation. Here are 6 key points to consider in designing a food premise for food service observing proper hygiene and sanitation. The first key point is the design of the facility. The design of the facility is the first step in ensuring proper hygiene and sanitation. The facility should be designed in such a way that it supports good practices for food handling. A well-designed facility should incorporate elements like stainless steel countertops, non-porous surfaces, and proper ventilation. Here are some key factors to consider when designing such facility. First factor, separate areas. The second factor, equipment. The third factor is plumbing. Fourth factor, ventilation. The fifth factor, flooring. Sixth factor, lighting. Seventh factor, waste management. Eighth factor, employee training. The second key points, proper location. It is essential to consider a suitable location for the food service premise. The location should be selected keeping in mind that easy availability of utilities like sewage, fresh water supply, and power. Also, the site should be free of potential contaminants such as chemicals or pests. Firstly, it's important to choose a location that is separate from other areas in the premise to reduce the potential for cross-contamination. In terms of the layout of the food service area, adopt a workflow that allows food items to be prepared, cooked, and stored in individual stations to reduce the risk of cross-contamination. Additionally, install a sink for hand washing in a convenient place within the food service area. Lastly, ensure that proper sanitation procedures are in place and followed, including disinfecting surfaces after use and deep cleaning at the end of the day.
The third key point is layout of the kitchen. The kitchen design should be such that the flow of food is smooth and efficient, and it should also avoid any potential risk of cross-contamination. Different areas of the kitchen should be designated for different tasks, such as raw meat, handling, and vegetable washing. Here are some tips. The first one is separate stations. The second one is cook line. The third one is the flow of traffic. The fourth one is hand washing. The fifth one is flooring. The sixth one is shelving and storage. The seventh one is cleaning stations. The eighth one is lighting. The ninth one is ventilation. The 10th one is cleaning schedule. The fourth key point is access control. One of the essential aspects of hygiene and sanitation is the control access to the food preparation area. The premises should have a proper system in place to ensure that unauthorized personnel cannot access the food handling area. To design access control for food service observing proper hygiene and sanitation, you need to consider the following steps. The first step is identifying the staff members who will have access to the food preparation and storage areas. Second step is to ensure that all staff members undergo regular hygiene training and understand the importance of maintaining sanitary conditions in the kitchen. The third step is set up a system for monitoring staff hygiene, including hand washing and wearing proper protective clothing. The fourth step is implement standard operating procedures or SOPs that clearly outline the proper procedures for receiving, handling, and storing food items. The fifth steps use technology to help manage access to the food storage and preparation areas, such as biometric scanners or access control cards. The sixth steps is regularly review and update your access control measures and SOPs.
Another key point is the proper temperature control. So the storage area should have proper temperature control, especially the low temperature storage area, which is crucial in preventing bacteria growth. It is essential to have a thermometer in cold or hot food storage to ensure that food is stored at a suitable temperature. So to design proper temperature control for food service, observing proper hygiene and sanitation, you should consider the following steps. First is to identify all temperature-sensitive food items that will be stored or prepared in your food service operation. Next step is implement a system to manage food storage, such as labeling and organizing foods according to their appropriate storage temperature. Next step is purchase and use appropriate equipment such as refrigerators, freezers, and food warmers to maintain proper temperatures for food. Next step is establish a temperature monitoring system that involves regularly checking and recording food temperatures. Another step is ensure that all food service personnel understand the importance of proper temperature control and are trained on how to use temperature monitoring equipment and record data accurately. Another step is always follow safe food handling guidelines and procedures when dealing with temperature-sensitive food items. Another key point is regular maintenance. The premises should undergo regular maintenance to ensure that all parts of the building are in good working condition and the hygiene protocols are being followed. It's essential to have a plan for routine cleaning, including daily, weekly, and monthly inspection. Here are some steps to consider. First is develop a list of all equipment and facilities in your food service operation that require regular maintenance. Next is specify the appropriate maintenance task and frequency for each piece of equipment. Next is assign responsibility for maintenance tasks to specific individuals or teams. Everyone should be trained in proper maintenance procedures to avoid damage or disruption of daily operations. Next is develop a schedule for regular cleaning and sanitizing of all surfaces in your food service operation. Another step is use appropriate cleaning solutions and tools when dealing with different surfaces and equipment. Another step is regularly inspect your food service operation to ensure that all maintenance tasks are being performed correctly and all equipment is in good working condition. Another step is keep detailed records of all maintenance and cleaning tasks performed. By implementing a regular maintenance plan, you can ensure that your food service operation stays clean, safe, and fully operational. It will help you maintain hygiene and sanitation standards, prevent equipment failure and contamination, and provide your customers with a consistent experience every time they visit your establishment. So in conclusion, designing a premise for food service that observes proper hygiene and sanitation is very crucial for successful food handling and service. By considering these key points, you can ensure that your food service premise is designed to meet these essential requirements. And that's the end of our discussion. Thank you for watching.